We all know how important strength training is, not only in helping us look and feel better now, but also for our future health and longevity. But sometimes it feels like there's always a challenge in our way, inhibiting our ability to be able to progress, and back pain can be one of those challenges. Now, there's a lot of different reasons why we could be suffering from back pain. We could have a strain in a muscle or a ligament. It could be a bulging or ruptured disc. We could even have a muscle imbalance or arthritis. But the best way to protect us from back pain or reoccurrence in back pain is regular exercise, including strength and mobility work. But if we're already suffering from back pain, how can we train? Well, today, this is exactly what we are going to be talking about: training with back pain. If your back pain is chronic and or the cause of it is unknown, then you are better off going to a sports physiotherapist for direction on how to rehab it. But for the rest of us, the first thing we need to do is ease up on the exercises that are aggravating the pain. And in some cases, we may want to just switch those exercises out. When it comes to heavy, compound lower body exercises like the squat and the deadlift, it's often nearly impossible to do these exercises with back pain, so it makes sense to switch them out for exercises like the leg press, leg extensions, and leg curls. Other times, we may simply need to do a unilateral exercise instead, like a split squat, and that might be just enough to take pressure off the back so it can heal up. And in other cases, it may be just a matter of switching from a back squat to a front squat. But if we can't find a movement that works, then we're better off taking a break from lower body weight training to allow our backs to heal. But this doesn't mean don't train. Continue to train your upper body as normal. And when it comes to your lower body, your back will heal up a lot faster if you keep moving. And the best way to accomplish this is by walking. It's low impact and effective. Now, if you're struggling with low back pain and you're not doing any mobility work, then I would suggest that you start. Now, I do mobility work before each and every one of my workouts, and I have 6 exercises that I do for my lower body. And if I had trouble with a bulging disc, I would add in a 7th. It's kind of like the Sphinx pose, except you do it for reps. They call it a press-up because you press up from the floor into the Sphinx pose, and then as you get more advanced, you'll eventually be able to press up from the floor into a cobra pose. If you have a pull-up bar in your house, another good one that you can do is simply to hang from that bar for 15 to 20 seconds. This will put your back in a bit of traction, relieving pressure off of your spine. Now, I'm going to put a link in the description to a video series on exercises you can do if you have a herniated or bulging disc. Now, I want to point out here that if you are doing any sort of stretching exercise for time, that should be done after your workout. Now, if you've had to take a break from lower body training because of pain, as soon as you're well enough, we need to get back at it. But we need to strengthen more than just those muscles on either side of our spine, because odds are our entire core, glutes, and hip flexors need work. Not all core exercises are a good choice. Any movements that have you bending forward at the waist should be avoided, like crunches, but that still leaves us plenty of good options. For example, we have the bird dog. Now, when you do this exercise, you want to make sure you don't let your back sag. Another good exercise is a pelvic tilt. This is where you lay on your back with your knees bent. You tighten your abdominals and then you tilt your pelvis forward just so your back is flat on the floor. You hold that for a second and then you repeat for your reps. Also, side planks and planks work very well, but a good reminder when you're doing your plank is once again you need to have that forward pelvic tilt. It's not unusual for somebody with low back problem to be carrying excess weight around their midsection, as this creates a lot of undue stress on our lower backs. So we can relieve our bodies of the stress by simply losing some weight. And this does help to emphasize a good point. Our backs are constantly working to help stabilize our body and movement, so it makes sense to focus first on muscular endurance over strength. So keeping our reps a little bit higher and lighter weight while we train, allowing plenty of time for recovery, but not just recovery of the muscle, but also recovery of the joint. And then once we're fully recovered, for best results, we need to keep working out while having fun. This is Lawrence from Fit and 50. We'll talk to you again in the next one.